Okay, this is a classic call, a classic quandary that the Republican Party finds itself in. Tito has called the show, and he's offended by my comments a couple of days ago. Mexico and Honduras was playing kickball at Reliant Park, big stadium here. And I made the point, I'll bet the crime rate's through the roof. Actually, I made that point having heard from an HPD officer who works in that area exactly that comment. Now, Tito says, hey, look, here I am, this conservative Republican who's Hispanic, and now all the Hispanics that vote for liberal Democrats, they hear you say something like that, and they continue to vote for liberal Democrats. Now, here's what you should understand, Tito. If they vote for liberal Democrats because I pointed out what an HPD officer said, then let them vote for liberal Democrats. I can't help them. If they're voting, if they're going to vote for a conservative because I give them a hug and deny the fact that the crime rate went through the roof, I don't want their vote. Make no mistake. You're up, Tito.
Okay, number one, I don't know who are you quoting saying that the crime rate went through the roof. Now you're changing the story because before you say that you thought that was going to go through the roof. Now you say that somebody actually gave you some factual information. Let's say that you're right.
Tito, I didn't say factual information. I said I was talking to an HPD officer who said they're having a kickball game tonight. I was not aware. And he said, yeah. He said, watch the news. The crime rate will go through the roof. Now, that's not a fact. That's an officer's opinion.
Okay, and why you have to go and take that little point of some officer that say that and make an issue about it, that you know, because you're very smart, that all you're going to gain with that is to offend people like me. Now, let me also say
why are you
else.
offended? I don't understand why you're offended.
Because you are implying that because there's a bunch of Mexicans and Hondurans like me together, the crime rate goes to the roof because most of us probably are criminals. That's what you're implying when it's actually the opposite.
I thought you said you were an American citizen.
I didn't say that. I say I'm a legal immigrant.
Okay. Are you an American?
Not yet. I'm in the process. In about 3 months I am.
Okay.
Okay? So I never voted. The first time I'm going to vote in my life is going to be against Obama.
Okay.
And I don't know for whom I'm going to vote. But let me tell you one thing. Michael, you're smart. I don't have to explain you what you did. You know you did wrong because...
No, I didn't.
The people, Michael,
I don't
the
know
people
I did
I'm
wrong.
trying to convince to vote are not those freaking ugly Hispanics, dumbs that will never vote for a Republican, and they will always vote for Sheila Jackson Lee. Those are not the guys I am after. I'm after the guys that are not in the process. They just came here 5 years ago. They are learning what a Republican is, what a Democrat is. They are running away from Chavez, and they come here, and then somebody has to explain them that the Democratic Party is Chavez. And when I start explaining that, and I start my evangelical effort, then you come with these things, and they throw back to me and say, hey, those Republicans are just a bunch of racists that, yeah, maybe I align with them because they are to the right, but I cannot stand with a whole bunch of racist white guys that, don't like blacks and don't like Hispanics. And I start explaining, no, that's not the way it is. It's like this. And then you come with this comment, and you just
Tito,
destroy my freaking argument.
Well, let me ask you this. Do they listen to my show?
Some of them. Yeah, the smarters.
The who?
The smarter of the group.
Okay. All right. So part of the group never heard me.
You would be surprised of your who's listening to your show.
Oh no, I wouldn't. Believe me. But let me ask you this: do you think the crime rate went up?
I honestly don't think so.
Okay.
Because a ticket to the stadium costs like at least $40. That's a lot of money. Most people that go there, they work. They work. They're responsible people. Maybe they look ugly to you and everything because they are humble Mexicans or Hondurans, but they are not criminals. Those guys, after the game, they went back home and they went to work hard the next day. And maybe the crime rate went up in Vancouver when they won the Stanley Cup. Actually,
it did.
Actually.
It did.
Actually, yeah, but you know why you did, Michael. You know why you did it and why you did it. Don't lie to me, okay? Because that's what we don't like from Jesse Jackson and all those guys when they lie to your face.
Tito. Whoa, slow down. My blood pressure.
My blood pressure is to the roof.
I've taken 3 blood pressure pills. You're like an angry Latino or something.
How am I I going to defend you this weekend? How? I mean, I have a party tonight. 3 guys, I know them because they listen to your show. They're going to come and make fun of me. Do you hear what he said about the freaking game? Blah, 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 blah.
You know what?
Wait.
You know what, Tito? If they want to make fun of you, you tell them to
arguments.
call me because I don't want anybody making fun of you.
Okay.
Now,
give me some arguments so I can defend you. But
no, Tito.
Argument.
If I have to give you your arguments, then you haven't been listening to what I've been saying. Let me ask you this. If I were to make the comment, Hugo Chavez and some of his best friends are coming to the United States. Wherever they go, they'll commit crimes. Would I offend those friends of yours?
No.
Why not?
Because we believe that Hugo Chavez and all his buddies are a bunch of criminals.
Okay.
And we hate them, by the way, and we hate them.
Okay. But when I criticize Hugo Chavez, why am I not also criticizing the Mexicans and Hondurans?
Because you're offending one guy. I mean, no, you're making the wrong comparison.
No,
The body odor analogy I gave to you, and I apologize if I had to be that strong. You know, that is I bet you that your mother-in-law would be offended if I say something like that. Said there is an Indian wedding there. I bet you smell like crap. No, I mean. A bunch of Indians, most of them actually, when they come to the United States, stink. But eventually, they acclimatize and they know how to use, cleanliness. And
well,
they,
Let me ask you this: do you think that a lot of Indians smell bad?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then, is it a terrible thing if you say that?
If I'm trying to get them to vote for Romney,
okay.
Yeah.
So, in other words, in order to get people to vote the way you want them to do, you have to lie about the truth?
No. You don't have to go and pick in one. Some stupid policeman said, and
wait a second. Now you're criticizing a policeman. I'll have you know that policeman was Hispanic. Now you don't like Hispanics.
Okay. All right.
I'm just saying he is Hispanic, actually, truthfully.
Listen.
He's also a veteran.
Somehow,
you don't like veterans.
I'm going to let you in a very intelligent way for you to apologize because I know that.
No lo siento for me. I'm not apologizing.
Yo lo siento mucho, compadre, because you know you made a mistake.
No, Tito, that's what you don't understand. My job is not to pander to people who get their feelings hurt. That's what you don't understand. Just because you describe yourself as a conservative or a Republican or Rush Limbaugh or Kubla Khan or whatever, I don't care. Just be a person. If you tell me you're offended by me commenting that at a kickball game the crime rate goes through the roof, if that offends you so much, I don't know what you are, but I don't care. I'm not going to lose any sleep. And if your response to that is to say, well, I think Indian people stink, I would say if that's your perspective, more power to you. The beauty of this country is that I can say what I want to say. If I believe it to be true, fine. If I don't believe it to be true, fine. If you're offended, fine. But I'm not going to apologize. And what you don't understand is what irritates people worse than anyone else is to watch the Mitt Romneys walking around kowtowing and pandering to people like you. And they say, look at you. You're a Hispanic Republican. What do I need to make you happy? Shall I wear a sombrero? On May 5th, shall we get a drink together? Would that make you proud? Would that make you feel vested? Well, get over yourself. Just be an American. And occasionally you're going to be pissed off. And occasionally somebody's going to say something. And it may or may not be true. If it's not true, then you don't need to be offended. And if it is true, you ought to say, yeah, maybe he's right.